Hi, if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. I'm Chaotic Curl, but if you're like me and you've been here before, welcome back. In today's video, we're actually going to be crocheting something really fun, something I've never done before. I'm on a little bit of an amigurumi kick if you saw my last video. So I'm actually going to be making a cat toy for the little lady that lives in this house. And it's going to be a Pokeball cat toy to keep things interested. I don't know if you can hear that, but it has it has little jingle bells in it that's supposed to attract her, and it's stuffed with plastic bags. So along with making my cat a cute little toy, we're also going to be recycling. So join me as we crochet a ball, and then, well, I'll show you guys how I make the little ball, do the color changes, because yeah, this is all one piece. And then we'll make the little button here and we'll add it on. So as of right now, let's get started on today's video. Okay, now as always, before we get started and before I forget, these are the supplies that you're going to need. So I have my yarn, which is acrylic yarn. It calls for a 3.5 millimeter hook. So that's what we're going to be using today. We're going to be using this little hook. We're going to need scissors, of course, the 3 different yarns for the Pokeball, our tapestry needle, the jingle bells, a stitch marker. Since we're going to be working in the round, we're going to have to mark that first stitch just so that we remember where the round is beginning. And of course, the plastic bags to stuff the ball with. And now, now I'm ready to get started. So, even after all that explaining, I'm still not ready to get started. I just wanted to come back and let you guys know I'm not going to be doing too much talking since I am following someone else's pattern on this. I'm not an expert in amigurumi, and it's not a book that I'm following, it's another video. So I'm going to try to do my best to make sure to link that video down in my description box. So if you guys also want to make this pattern, you can just follow her follow her pattern and go from there. I don't remember her name, but I do have the video saved in my YouTube history, so I will do my best to link it. But yeah, now I'm ready to get started. Okay, so I'm here. I've finished my base. I've gone out to 8 rows, so I'm at 48 stitches now. So this ball's gonna be a pretty healthy size. But what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna just start single crocheting all the way around until I get to the halfway point. Then I'll come back and explain to you guys about the color change to black, and then again the color change to white. So we'll basically crochet all the black rows together. So it's only going to be like 2 or 3 rows of single crochet in black, and then we'll do the white to finish off the ball. And of course I'll come back when I start reducing so you guys can see how the ball closes up. And before closing anything, I'm gonna stuff it, add the bells, yeah, and that's it. So like I said, I'm gonna start building up my circle now, or building up my ball now, so that we get a more circular shape. So let's keep going. Okay, so as promised, I'm back to the color change. We're changing from red to black so that we can do that middle band. So I did 6 rows of the red after finishing with my increase to do the base. I marked it with my little stitch marker here. So now I'm gonna do 4 rows of the black and then another 6 rows of white before I start reducing to finish off the little ball. So we're just gonna do this last stitch in red and finish it off in black so that we can do the color change. So here we go. We are going to go through this stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then we actually take the new color, put it over our hook, and pull through to finish the single crochet. I also like to just tighten everything so that way it's not this big hole in the middle of my work. And then I do the first single crochet in the new color, starting off the new row, and that's it. Pull everything just a little bit tighter. I'm just going to tie a knot so that these two don't slip away from each other. Okay. And we have our color change. So I'm going to cut off the red, excuse me, and we're going to keep going with the black. And yeah, you guys will see those 4 rows coming up now. like you saw, I finished the 4th row. So here we are, 4 rows of black. There's where it started. Here's where it's ending, so we're gonna add that white now. We're ready to change into the white color. Just like we did from black to red, we're gonna start that last single crochet by pushing through the stitch, yarning over and pulling through, and then we will finish it with the white. Pulling that white through both loops on my hook. And just like last time, I'm gonna tighten everything up. Let me tie this knot so that nothing slips away from me. Okay. Now just tighten everything up and crochet our first stitch in white. And that's it. Color change is done. So from here, just like I did with the black after the color change, I'm just gonna crochet a few more stitches. If I'm not mistaken, it should be six more rows, not stitches. 6 more rows up, and then I'm gonna start decreasing for the white. So that's when I'm gonna come back and show you guys. So I'm just gonna keep crocheting off camera, and like I said, when I'm ready to decrease, I'm back. See you then. I'm back. Like I said, once I finished crocheting all of the white, as you can see, it's looking good. It looks like a little tiny little hat now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start reducing so that we can get the other part of the ball, the other dome of the ball done. And yeah, once I get to a certain point in the reduction, I still haven't decided yet, but once I get to a certain point, I'm going to actually start stuffing it so that way I can finish closing it off. But for right now, yeah, we're gonna start reducing, and then I'll stuff it. Let's get started. Okay, so we've reached the point in the project where I'm ready to stuff. I actually took the phone out of the tripod because it's a lot easier to use it this way. My desk isn't very big. I went from the coffee table to my desk. So we're working with the space that we've got. But right now, I've got a hole this size. It's looking like an oval. I hope it rounds itself out as I go adding the bag. But here we go. We're gonna stuff it up. Okay, so it's done. I've stuffed it as much as I can. It took up about 4 regular sized plastic bags for this size ball. Yeah, it feels pretty good, pretty firm. I might add one more bag, but I'm gonna think about it. So for right now, what I'm gonna do is just close up the ball, and then I will sew up the button that the Pokeball opens with. Of course, before I sew it closed, I'll make sure to add in the bells. And yeah, I'll come back and I'll show you guys what this looks like. Well, I'll come back and I'll make the buttons with you guys, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna continue closing up this ball. Very excited. Okay, I'm pretty sure you can't tell, but I added another bag, so it's a little bit more firm. And like I said, I went with my decreases until I got to this point. So now we're just gonna add the little jingle bells into the ball. So the space gets too small. Just finish it up. Just finish it. Okay, and the way that I finish is just by decreasing until it's too small to decrease anymore. Basically, until there's not enough stitches to decrease anymore. And then from there, if there is anything left open, I would just use my tapestry needle to sew it closed, and it's done. Do my last stitches, and I'm done with this Pokeball. And then we move on to the button. So don't think I've forgotten. I definitely have not. This is the last one. And I'm done. If I can get it to work with me. And we're done. Put it on. And here we have the shape of the Pokeball. And it still sounds. Maybe not much right, but it still sounds. That's still pretty good. And guys, I'm excited. Let's do this button. I'm back. I'm sure you know what that means. It's done. I sewed on our little button as firmly as possible, but here it is. The white center with the black outline makes it look like it's actually a part of the Pokeball. So I'm very excited with the way that this turned out. Don't forget, the link for how to make a sphere is actually in the description below, so you can make your own, or if you don't want to make a Pokeball, you can make any kind of ball using the pattern in that video. I'm sorry. The only thing that I would do different actually is I would do a few less rows in the center here, just so that it turns out more rounded like the little ball. But side by side, they both look super cute together. I'm very happy with this set of cat toys that I've made. Hopefully the little miss in the house will like them as well, so I don't have to play with my hands anymore, and we can have hours and hours of fun. So hopefully you guys had fun crocheting whatever project it is that you're making, and if you're not making anything, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to come back, of course, for more videos, more little things that I'm going to be making. Right now I made little cat toys, little amigurumi, but I'm gonna go back to making clothes and crop tops just so that I have a few things to wear during the summer, a few crochet pieces to add into my wardrobe. But as of right now, we made a Pokeball. Have a good evening, or good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is you're doing in your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!